Good evening. Welcome to Hockey Night in River Falls. It's Chris Larson along with Chris John and Dan Jenkins. And tonight, the Wildcats hosting Chippewa Falls. The Cards coming in here tonight for the JV game. We'll have varsity action coming up around 7 o'clock this evening with this Cat JV team trying to bounce back from a tough 4-3 loss Tuesday to Menominee. Looking to get back on track here this evening. Cats with a little bit different look this evening. Helmeniak will start with Blake Goring and Owen Hare with Jack Larson missing tonight. Jack, the fourth leading point getter on this team, but nursing some illness today. Kind of had spent the evening looking at the bottom of the bucket last night and unable to make it. And tough deal for him. He's pretty proud for 2 years of playing hockey and football. Never missed a practice, never missed a game, but unfortunately, just with the way things worked out tonight, not able to play. Helmeniak.
Unfortunately, it happens with that illness. It just bites you in the butt the wrong times usually. So
Yep. It's a tough one, but he'll be back.
Better than ever.
Hayden Ackholm trying to bring it in. Owen Hare getting the start this evening in Jack's spot. Out to Lucas Blair. Blair over to Hayden Ackholm. Cats in the middle of a change. Rudolph is on. Puck scooped up. Is that Blake right there?
That's Goring. Yep.
Now Rudy scoops it up. Blake getting off the ice now. Nolan Hopeful is on. Matt Simon scoops it up at the blue line. He'll skate it in. Rudolph didn't quite get over the line. So he'll blow it off sides, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Early action here, first period, 13:57 to go.
Looking good right now. The Cats are coming out with some speed. Ice is tilted a little way in our advantage, so see if they can continue it.
Dan Lynn getting the start in net for the Cats. Nick Thomas played, I think, the last couple games, so Danny back in the JV uniform tonight. Luke Linehan getting the start this evening in the varsity game. And saw Luke and John and Jim Linehan last night. Went into St. Croix Lanes last night for the old wing special.
Ooh,
and
nice.
The Linehan seated almost next to us, right down there on the bottom tier. We were just above them there. But everybody taking advantage of that wing special at St. Croix Lanes on Wednesday night.
Definitely.
Chippewa Falls shoots that one wide of the net. Cards trying to reset here. Link pressuring in the slot. Catch able to come out of there with it. Prochnow with the puck. He's got Carter Serene coming down with him. Prochnow. Serene picks it up behind the net. Goes out to the point. Alex Pollard calling for it. Gets a nice shot down into the net. Prochnow will chase into the corner. Cardinals chip it down back behind the net. Logan Link working back there. Serene steps in here down in the near corner. Chippewa trying to clear. Cats in the middle of the change. Nice work keeping it in there by Ty Utes. Utes will pursue back behind the net. Puts a hit on a man. Again, Cards trying to break out. Cats keeping it in. Ackholm is down deep right now as well. Goring with him. Ackholm kicks it out to Helmeniak. Helmeniak shot from the point.
Got a penalty coming.
Going to be on Chippewa.
Yep.
Charlie John out to Goring. Goring over to Ackholm. Ackholm, D to D, over to Blair. Blair down to Helmeniak. Extra attacker on for the Cats. It's Maddox Simon. Hayden Ackholm with it. Down in the corner. Out to Simon, and Chippewa gets the touch, and we'll get a whistle. The Cats will go on the power play here with 12:09 to go.
I didn't even see that penalty. I was just watching the attack, and all of a sudden the arm went up. So I have no idea.
I missed it as well. They're going to get 26 with the cross check.
Yep. So let's see what PP1 can do here, Chris. And
26.
Hopefully they set it up nice.
Austin Fournette. He is a freshman double rostered D-man. He plays on both JV and varsity. Over to Ackholm. Ackholm. Nice look over to Rudolph. He can't hit the one-timer. Rudolph with it in the corner. Back to Hopeful. Hopeful, nice shot, looking for the 5-hole there. Closed up well by freshman goaltender Evan Erickson for Chippewa Falls.
Oof. That might be an ice
Bounce
there.
it down. It'll be icing. We'll have a D-zone face-off on the power play here. 11:42 to play. First period. 1:34 left in the penalty. Chippewa Falls will change out all the penalty killers. Looks like the Cats going to bring in maybe one fresh D-man. I believe that's Will Loy stepping onto the ice.
Other than that, the Cats look pretty good so far on that power play there.
Yeah,
just need to continue a little bit. It was just a miss hit on there by Rudolph, but looked good.
Over to Simon. Simon finds the handle, and he'll bring it up the ice. Chips it cross ice. Hopeful tried to dip it in, but it's sticked and pushed out by number 29, Xavier Lomberger. Again, Cats trying to get an entry here and unable to do so. Lynn plays the puck behind his own net. Proc now across the ice to Simon. Simon trying to chase this one down, gets a stick on it under Rudolph now. Rudolph goes to the backhander, can't get it to go. Back over to Hopeful in the corner. Hopeful takes a look around. Back to Rudy. Rudy surveys, back to Hopeful. Hopeful looking for Rudolph, streaking towards the net, can't get him. Rudy with it here. Kicks it out to the point, and Simon. Simon fires that one, goes off the far boards. Puck out into the neutral zone and down the ice.
It's the right idea there. Simon was looking for that back door. It was a good idea.
Hopeful with it in the neutral zone. Cats changing out the power play unit. Here's Will Loy with it. He's got Serene with him in front of the net. Serene battling. Serene down in the corner. He'll skate. He had a couple guys in the back door. Had Elmaniac coming down the slot and Logan Link on the back door. Chippewa Falls back to full strength.
That wasn't a bad power play. They didn't get as many shots as they'd like, but it was a pretty good power play. Kept it down here the whole time. Moving the puck well.
Scooped up by Tegan Bonincontro. That's quite a name. It's a lot of consonants. You could play that word in Scrabble. You'd win.
You get some points for there, yes.
Cat's going to ice this one, looking for Simon, just stepping off the bench and onto the ice. Can't hook up, and we'll go back to the D zone here with 9:37 to play. First period. Scoreless game. Chippewa Falls in town tonight, taking on your River Falls Wildcats.
I think the Wildcats have come out with a little more firepower this period compared to earlier this week when they played that game against Menominee in the first period. So it's looking well for them right now.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of taking maybe Menominee a little lightly. They hadn't seen them all season, and I think maybe didn't know what they were getting themselves into. But I think Coach Levold has probably corrected some of that attitude in the last couple days.
Well, that's good. That's good.
At least tried to, anyway.
Right, exactly.
Over to Simon. Simon looking for Hopeful. Had a nice look at it. Erickson had really come out of the net there. Cats trying to get it to middle. Pollard tied up with his man down in the corner, but everybody skates away without an arm going up in the air. Cats dump down. They'll get a change here. Just under 9 to play. Hopeful. Buried down in the corner. Owen Hare back on the ice for the Cats. Back home. Over to Pollard. Pollard will have to go back and scoop it up in his own end. Back over to Ekholm. Back home. Up the ice to Helminiak. Helminiak chips around the Chippewa defender. Tries to get to the slot. Gets the puck taken off his stick. Now he'll chase it down into the corner. Chippewa Falls from the near boards will come out of their zone with number 19, Dylan Baste. Cats reset their own end, and here they come. Back home through traffic. Back home behind the net, gets tied up. Helminiak looking for Owen Hare, streaking up the middle. Loring tracks it down. Cats lose the handle in the neutral zone. Chippewa Falls will bring it in now. 26. Fournette will bring it in. Cats take it away. Back home with him. Up the ice for Goring. Goring tips it down, scooped up by Carter Serene. Serene shoots. Nice stop there by Erickson. Scooped up at the blue line by Loy. Loy down to Prochnow. Prochnow goes cross ice for Serene, but it's picked off by Fournette. Taken away in the neutral zone by Loy. Loy chips it down into the corner. Under 7.5 to play here in the first period. We are scoreless. Prochnow pressuring behind the net. Taken away by number 20, Ronan Contro for Chippewa Falls. Taken away by Serene. Serene, looking for Loy, and Loy shot it over the net, and I can hear the crowd on the other end yelling higher.
Good passing play there, though, and it was nice that the defense came down to play in the offensive zone there. So.
Yep, that's something that Will and Hayden both do quite a bit. You'll see those guys sneak down, especially if the play is kind of going on the other end. They'll sneak down there near the net and try to get into the play.
I think that's one thing River Falls does well, because their forwards realize that their defensemen have come down and they cover them. So it's not like they're leaving that one defenseman back there. So
Prochnow chips it down. Simon comes into pressure. Nice little move there by Fournette. Loy takes it off Fournette's stick. And that's Hopeful just trying to put the puck on net, just trying to kind of get something to go there. But here come the Cardinals back the other way. Xavier Lorberter bringing it down for the Cards. Scooped up after the delayed offsides. Rudolph gets a stick on it. Hopeful. Looking for Simon. Puck goes against the near board. Scooped up by Chippewa Falls. Chippewa Falls able to get it into the neutral zone, but it's handled by Pollard. Pollard sends the puck deep. Rudolph into the near corner. Chippewa Falls trying to clear. Pollard gets a stick on it. Now a glove. Nice little skate move there by number 19, Dylan Baste. And Baste will send it. We'll have an icing. Both teams will change 5.
Yes, I think definitely the Wildcats, whatever was spoken to from last Tuesday's game, the boys have come out with a little more intensity in this game here.
Look a little different, don't they?
They do. They do. It's they're not holding back. They're actually skating, which is good to see.
Scooped up by Bonacontro. Bonacontro trying to clear. Taken away by Charlie Johnson. Erickson, easy pad save. John pressuring down here in the near corner. He gets taken off his skates by Bonacontro, and it is the 29, Lorberter, with a breakaway there. Dan Lynn closes the door. Cats send the puck. Chippewa Falls nearly able to keep it in their zone, but the Cats were able to clear. Prochnow with it. Scooped up by Goring. Goring across the blue line.
Big line change right here. 1-on-4 with Goring there.
Come the Cards back the other way. Number 19, Dylan Baste. He's another double roster kid, and you can see he moves really well with the puck. Cats trying to clear it out of their own end. Blair working down on the near side. It's Ekholm on the far side. Prochnow steps in, puts a body on man. Blair gets a stick on it, trying to send it up the boards. Chippewa fires it cross ice. Now they'll send it out to the point. Number 16, Fournette. Cats able to clear out into the neutral zone. Going to wave the icing off. Serene chasing this one down. Cardinals able to rotate. Cats get a stick on it.
Here comes another penalty.
Rudolph draws a trip. The Cats will go back on the power play here for the second time with 3:52 to play in the first period. 0 for 1 so far tonight on the power play. But again, a lot of good looks on that last power play attempt. Just couldn't put it in the net.
Yep. Let's see how they can continue that. And all you can do is grow from there. So let's see if they can make some movements and not force anything. Just keep moving the puck.
Rudolph to Hopeful. Hopeful kicks it out to Simon. Rudolph over to Hopeful. Back to Rudolph. Rudolph down in the corner to Hopeful. Rudolph streaking towards the net. Ekholm can't keep it in. Simon will chase this one down. Simon looking for Croc now. Cardinals tried to unload on that one, didn't get all of it. Rudolph lines and fires for Hopeful. Hopeful gets taken off the puck. Cats able to keep it in. Nice move by Rudolph. Over to Simon. Simon shoots, and Erickson with the save. Simon. And we got a whistle.
I think it was the net's off. Yep. Net's off.
So we'll reset here with 3:15 to go. First period, 1:23 to play in the penalty. We'll have a near side draw. Rudolph will take it. He's out there with Kofi Prock now. Nolan Hopeful, Maddox Simon, and Hayden Ekholm. Hopeful. Nice stick there by number 19 at Chippewa Falls, Dylan Baste. Prock now ahead to Hope. Hopeful brings it in, looking for some space, and taken away by the Cardinals, number 26, Burnett.
One too many moves. I think we need to move the puck just a little bit.
You know, you could pass it to the guy on the other side of the rink.
Yep.
There's nobody around him.
Right.
Hopeful with it. That puck cleared all the way down to the other end. Picked up by Helminiak. Maniac dumps it. Now he's going to try to chase this down. Hopeful can't keep it in. Lloyd through traffic, backhand shot over the net.
That's 2 for Will, just over the top.
2 on the higher scale of the.
But it's nice to see the defense are getting into the offensive zone, and we're actually seeing them as forwards, so it's a good thing to see.
Willie's, he skates the puck well, finds those little spots to shoot from. He is good in those situations.
I think we got a penalty on us.
And another Wildcat.
Looks like Max.
So Helminiak will go to the box for roughing, and the Cats will go on the PK for the first time.
Well, let's see what they can do in a minute 35 on the PK here. Just clear the zone, and we'll kick it out. So that's hopefully what we can do.
That's Simon Rudolph, Brunkhorst, and Will Loya on the ice at PK here. That puck gets all the way to the net. Takes a good bounce for the Cats. Able to clear that one out of the neutral zone. That shot goes wide. Just send it here. For Rudolph. Rudolph will chip it down, and he's going to chase. Rudolph catches up with it, tries to go by a guy. Kicks it out to the point, and Lloyd mishandled it initially. He's going to catch up to it in the neutral zone.
It's all right. It kills some time there.
Yeah, no problem there. Yep. That one there is one that should have got set.
Yeah.
I think the boys got into offense move. They're like, hey, we can do something with this puck on the PK.
Yeah,
you don't want to just send it.
Right. I agree. Especially in your zone, they should have, whoever had it on the stick should have dumped it. So
Burnett with the puck. Puts it down, looking for somebody right up front there in front of Dan Lynn.
Got about 20 seconds left in the period here, Chris. So hopefully we can clear the zone before anything dangerous.
There's a chance to clear it. And Simon able to get a stick on it, sends it all the way down. 6 seconds left in the period, so that should do it.
That was an okay PK for the most part. There was a couple little hiccups there, but for the most part, got it out of the zone. There was nothing really dangerous on Danny there, so I think as the coaching staff, it'd be okay for 80% of it, 85%.
Yeah, pretty solid period bouncing back. Cats didn't allow anything egregious on the other end. Dan wasn't required to make any kind of miraculous save down there, so pretty good period for the Cats. Had a couple opportunities to score, just couldn't finish. But I think if they play like that in the second period, they're probably going to solve Erickson. Let's talk about a few of our sponsors. First, it's Bros at 127 South Main Street. Bros January Burger of the Month. Listen to this, Chris.
All right.
French onion melt. So it's like a French, it's like one of those French dips.
Yeah.
But it's also like a patty melt. A grilled beef patty topping mozzarella and provolone cheeses. French onion gravy and Texas toast served with the au jus. Can you believe who came up with that?
That would be a delicious sandwich there, Chris. I would
Sounds,
go there.
That sounds delicious. I know everybody says they watch our broadcast and they get really hungry, and that's probably why.
Exactly.
It's Bros on 127 South Main Street. Juniors Restaurant and Tap House. Junior says start the year off with something healthy and tasty. Junior's ensalada de Baja, loaded with blackened chicken, mixed greens, roasted red peppers, and pico de gallo, topped with queso fresco, tortilla chips, and served with chipotle ranch. Stop by, grab a salad for lunch, or take advantage of the happy hour over at Junior's from 3 to 6 p.m. Second period about to get underway. Cat's going to go with, it'll be Goring. So Charlie John and Ty Utes and Alex Pollard out there. And Chuck getting a little PK time out there.
Yeah, a little bit.
.13 left in the power play here for the Cardinals. Cardinals setting something up here, get a shot. Cats able to clear it out towards the blue line. Cardinals fire again. Nice little block there. Tomaniak back onto the ice for the Cats. John gets a stick on, able to clear that one out into the neutral zone. Chippewa sends it back in. Gathered up by Ty Utes. Utes will skate it behind the net. Fires it up the ice, bangs it off a Chippewa Falls skater, and now Goring with it. Goring. Boy, Cats got away with an offsides there.
I was going to say, I thought Chuck was off there, but the ref right there.
Yeah, he was standing right next to him.
He did, so.
That might have been one of those get paid by the game, not by the hour decisions.
Yeah, I think so. And that might be they waved that one off.
Get those guys closer to hot dog time here.
Exactly.
Wave a few of those off. Here comes Rudolph. Rudolph all alone. He gets taken out, and he'll draw another penalty. Second penalty of the game drawn by Rudolph, and he's like, what gives, man? I was about ready to put that in the net.
I was saying they're giving him a penalty shot, Chris.
Penalty shot coming. That's really what should happen.
That's what I figured. I was questioning if he was going to go that way or not, but Rudy was clear all the way in, so it's the right call.
All alone. Time for the most exciting play in sports, the penalty shot. So Chase Rudolph with the opportunity here to give the Cats a 1-0 lead here with the penalty shot.
You're right. This is very exciting. You don't see it a lot in high school hockey.
Yeah.
You might see it more in the pros, but high school hockey, you don't see it a lot, so it's quite entertaining.
All right, here comes Rudolph. He'll bring it in. Fires it off the side of the net. Erickson lives for another day.
It's all right. It's all right. Unfortunate, but it's okay.
So the Cats come back out to center ice here.
No, it's actually down in that zone still.
Nice,
we still lose that face-off down there. Rudy's just got to get his head on now that he, wasn't what he wanted. So now he's got to just win this face-off and get positive, and it's like a goalie. Get it rid of out of your mind right away.
Cornerback.
Or that, yep.
Yeah. Cornerback, you always see those guys that are pretty eccentric in the NFL. There's a reason they're like that because you can't have any kind of can't have a lot of thoughts going through your mind when you play that position.
Short memory.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pros and cons in that position, and it is what it is.
Simon with the shot. Nice pad save there by Erickson.
Yep.
Out to Ackholm. Ackholm goes cross ice. Had Rudolph there. Rudolph tried to get the puck up middle, but nobody home. Cats will have to come back for this one. Ackholm gathers it up, sends it up the ice to Simon. Simon chips it down. Now back out into the neutral zone. Scooped up by number 24. That's Nolan Zilmer. Blair goes up the ice to Hopeful. Hopeful chips it down. Simon chasing. Simon with Rudolph on the back door. Leaves it for Rudolph, and Erickson does a nice job coming across the crease.
I think Rudolph was trying to make his amends there for that penalty shot. He was ready to bury that thing, and the goalie got across just in time. But that was a good shot, good play on everybody. Breakout, good play here down here with the D and going down into the offensive zone. So
Brock now out there with Serene and Logan Link. These are Gage Brunkhorst and Will Lloyd. Thanks to Jessica Brunkhorst today. I said, can you give me a little bit of information for some of these sponsors? And she's like, yeah, no problem. And went out and found me some really good stuff for tonight's show. I like to have some fresh stuff to talk about when we're talking about their sponsors.
That's nice, yeah. Again, it's a team effort to run this. I mean, it's not, just you or me or anybody doing this. It's more of a team effort, so
yeah.
Good thing.
A lot of people in the background. Nobody gets to hear Dan Jenkins, his velvety pipes back there, but does an awesome, just takes all the pressure off me. I don't have to worry about anything in the back end.
Agreed. Dan does a wonderful job back there.
Here come the Cards back the other way. Number 19, Dylan Bass with a nice pass, and Dan Lynn able to knock down the shot for number 10, Carter Johnson, sophomore forward.
Again, there's Danny. There aren't too many rebounds that Danny gives up, and if he does, it's literally right in front of him. So he's like a vacuum. He just sucks everything into him and controls everything. So that's a good thing.
Helmeniak. Helmeniak scoots it up near the Zandor, up the ice to Goring. Goring right back to Helmeniak. Helmeniak will skate it through the neutral zone. He gets taken off the puck. Chippewa sends it down. Ty Utes gets it in his skates. Tried to send it up the ice. Didn't get all of it. Kind of a odd rolling puck. Utes able to settle it down here. Sends it up the boards. Chippewa able to keep it in. Owen Hare battling there along the boards.
That might be two of the smallest guys on River Falls' team there. Ty and Owen fighting on the boards there.
Yeah. Yeah, the big number 3 not out there tonight.
He is not.
He's the biggest guy out there.
Exactly. You go from number 3 to number 28. You go from Larson to Owen, which is fine. Just a little difference in size there.
Yep. A little different game.
Yep.
Helmeniak with it. Looking for Goring up the ice. Goring trying to catch up with that one. Nice little chip by the Chippewa Falls defenseman. Now Ty Utes with it. Utes just about takes Helmeniak's head off as he dumps it down and heads for the bench. Chippewa trying to clear.
It's always a good thing when you see that defensive team, they just want to dump the puck right away because that defenseman didn't even look for a breakout. He just dumped it for Chip.
Yep. We get a whistle and offsides, neutral zone faceoff. Coming up with 10:22 to go here. Second period. 0-0 game. Cats with a plethora of chances, but so far unable to cash in on freshman goaltender Evan Erickson for Chippewa Falls. Also got to wish Nick Thomas a happy birthday. Nick Thomas turning 16 today.
Oh, no.
Big day in a young man's life. So
it is.
Happy birthday to Nick. That one goes up into the bench area. Should bring that right back down. They will.
It's the right idea. Right idea. Just forward couldn't handle it. A little hot, but that's okay.
Rudolph to take the draw. Rudolph over to Lucas Blair. Blair up the ice for Simon. Simon to Rudolph. Rudolph trying to get it up the board. Sematic Simon. Simon fires it out in the neutral zone. Scooted up by a Chippewa Falls defender. Burnett with it now. He'll send it down. Back home will retreat back into the corner to scoop this one up. Up the boards to Simon. Simon to Rudolph. Rudolph tries to go cross ice to Hopeful. It's taken away by the Cards. Simon gets a hold of it. Rudolph brings it in.
I think the Chippewa Falls fans wanted a little obstruction or interference or something there, but that was the right call. No call.
I think it was offsides, too. That play was offsides.
Oh, was it? I didn't see that. I saw the hit, so that's what they were looking at. That I saw a couple parents here, but
Hopeful working from behind the net. Now Simon steps in. Over to Hopeful. Hopeful with room. Working around. Cats get a shot on that there, but again, Erickson gets the pads down and keeps it out of the net. Will Lloyd trying to get it down to Hopeful. Cardinals take it away. They'll skate it down and dump it. That's going to Contro.
Just missed them.
Back home. Looking for Prochnow. You know, it's funny when you hear Prochnow when you're talking to him. He's like the most mild-mannered kid you ever run around, but he can yell.
Oh, yes. Yes, he can.
You never hear him yell when he's not on the ice, but, man, you can hear him call for that puck.
Yes, he does. Yep. Which is what they're supposed to do.
Yep.
I mean, you're supposed to communicate out there, which is surprising. A lot of people don't think it's a very communicative sport.
It's very communicative. It's. I mean, you know from coaching these guys, and I never coach them, but I get a chance once in a while during the summer. Maybe, hey, we need a guy to stand down there on the bench, and it's fun down there listening to those kids talk to each other. And a lot of chirping back and forth between teams, but just hearing all that teamwork talk is really cool too.
Yep.
Serene with it. Sends it ahead to Prochnow. Prochnow across the red line. He'll dump it down. Will Loy tried to keep it in with the knee pad there. Had to come back out. Cats getting back on sides. Nice step up there by Will Loy. Will trying to get it over to Serene.
Just under 8 minutes left there, Chris. Hopefully we can get something going here.
Almost to the midway mark here this second period. That'll put us at midway of the game. Good move there by Serene getting to the net. We'll go out to the point and Brunkhorst. Brunkhorst fires one nearly, made it. Took the carom and just about found the corner of the net.
Net must be off the moorings down there, so it was a heck of a shot there by Gage.
Gage has got a great shot from the point. He most of the time he'll go low and set up that rebound, but that time he chooses to go high. He gets a carom down there anyway.
I'd love to see a little more time for Gage to let one of his slap shots go, because that kid's got probably one of the strongest ones on the team here. So,
well, Maniac trying to get to the puck up front to Charlie John out there. We get a whistle and we'll reset here with 7.5 to go, second period. Midway through the hockey game right now. Goring to take the draw. And Utes can't keep it in. He'll have to retreat back into the neutral zone. Now all the way back into his own end. Utes has sent it up the boards. And now Goring back to Utes. Utes tries to get it to Pollard. And Charlie John sends it down.
Really nice scene there.
He'll get a nice. Thought he put it just enough English on it. Maybe it'd slow down.
Thought he did too, but
needed to put a little sandpaper on that puck.
A little bit. High right English on the pool cue shot there, Chris. That would have probably brought it over into the goal there. So,
you know, that's an art that may be lost in another 20 years. There's not a lot of young pool players anymore.
Not a lot, no.
A lot more fun to figure out something on that screen.
Yes.
And I remember even when we were young, we spent a lot of bored afternoons in high school at the pool hall.
Oh yeah.
Chippewa trying to get something set up here, and Rudolph comes out of there with it.
That might have been Chippewa's best offensive threat this whole game right there.
Yeah, I had a good look at it up front. Hopeful skates it towards net. Hopeful will work behind the net, trying to get it out to Rudolph. Had Rudolph in the slot. Simon took it away, got a shot on that. That one goes just wide. Rudolph into the corner. Ekholm steps up. Hayden Ekholm, nice low shot. Had Hopeful coming through.
Good save by the goalie there. Very nice save.
Things getting crazy down there. Lucas Blair fires one, hits Rudolph, I think right in the chest coming in, or Simon.
Yep.
And that one trickles through. Cats finally had enough pressure, had Erickson moving around. I think Chase Rudolph from his knees knocked that one right through the 5-hole.
I think Rudy did get that one. Again, like we've said, get the puck to the net. Didn't hear all of it. I heard 17 and 11, but I didn't hear the third one. So.
That's what I heard too. We'll see what they come up with.
But no, the boys need to get the puck to the net. We're a very good team at attacking the net once we get there. It's like we all go there, so it's a good thing. Right now you got Brunkhorst with the puck. Over around Aloy. Oh, it took the bad carom off the home Zamdor there. Link fighting for the corner there. Prochnow right now. Up to Serene. Serene over to Logan Link. Link breaks out nice. Oh, Link out front to Prochnow. Oh, just wide. It was a good shot, good pass.
Scooped up in the neutral zone now by Will Loy. Loy over to Brunkhorst. Brunkhorst up the ice for Prochnow. Prochnow gets it to Serene. Puck loose, just trickling its way down to the end boards. Brunkhorst fires. And have a knuckle puck towards net there. Cardinals go for outside. It's Rudolph from Hopeful. Get the call there from the velvety pipes of one John Serene.
I didn't know if they were going to give one more or not, so it was a tough call there, but I think we had it right when we first initially called it there.
Simon was in the neighborhood.
Yep.
Gets trying to clear that one. Gets a carom off a Chippewa Falls skate. Puck gets left, and they go back door.
19 to 10 there. 19 to 10 there, Chris.
Puck just got bouncing around, and Dan Lynn back and forth, side to side, but just one too many passes there for Dan to be able to keep up with that one.
You get that goalie, I mean, that's what you want to do. You get that goalie moving side to side, it's tough. Yeah.
So Chippewa Falls ties it up here with 4:22 remaining in the second period. You had 19 with the goal there, Chris?
10 with the goal okay. From 19 for sure. If they didn't, I don't know if they give it to somebody else, but for another assist. But
Carter Johnson from Dillon based, and Cardinals almost had another prime opportunity there. Hopeful with an opportunity. And Erickson with the save. Fire that one center mass. Makes it pretty easy for the goaltender to make the save.
Again, as coaches, it's the 5,000 hole. 5,000 shots, 5,000 saves. The boys have been told that since they were mites, so...
Yeah, it's just one of those things, and I tell people all the time, like, why does my kid do that? It's like, well, especially in that situation, you're skating all alone, and there's nobody around you, and you're focused on the goaltender. And whatever you're looking at, that's where the puck's going to go.
And the adrenaline affects you a little bit. Yep, you're right. Nope, it is. It's a lot easier to be up here saying, hey, why'd you shoot there, instead of being on the ice skating with the puck. So,
yeah. Just like throwing a baseball, wherever you're looking, that's where the ball's going to go. Utes with it. Chips it up in the neutral zone. Rudolph leaves it for Serene. Rudolph gets a stick on it. Puck bouncing around. Cardinals come out of there with it. Fournette loses the handle, looking for a shot. Utes puts him down. Warburger able to send the puck this way. Now Pollard with it. Pollard up the boards for Serene. Serene leaves it for Prochnow. Prochnow working through traffic. Nice shot there. Blocker save by Erickson.
Yeah, it was good. Prochnow had the goalie down. He just went right to the blocker side, which was fine. That was a close shot there, too. So.
Come the Cards back the other way. They'll dump.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Sorry, Chris.
Back home, looking for Charlie John, taken away by the Cardinals. Back home, bounced it off the boards, gathered by the Cardinals. Cardinals fired off one of their own players, and then Dan Lynn just gets the glove up there and says, let's shut this thing down. Getting a little wild out there.
A little chaos. Let's, exactly. Let's close it down. We'll get our boys out there that we want, and let's go to live another day here.
So Cats will go with Goring, Helminiak, Charlie John. It'll be Gage Brunkhorst and Will Loy the D's. Loy with it. Loy up the boards for Goring. Goring leaves it for Helminiak. Chippewa able to send this one towards net. Warburger down in the corner. Puck comes all the way out to the point. Cards unable to keep it. John takes it away. Chuck John trying to create a little space for himself down there along the boards. Puck comes out to the point and Brunkhorst. Brunkhorst backhands it down. Puck trickles past the net and down into the corner. Helminiak goes after it. Cardinals trying to get into their breakout. Will Loy able to knock it down, but not until after it crosses the blue line. Cats get back on sides. Helminiak misses the handle. Simon steps in. Simon working through traffic. Simon trying to get to the net. Puck comes off the stick, goes right through the crease. Now Simon down in the corner has Hopeful coming through. Hopeful working through traffic. Had an opportunity there. Brunkhorst fires it down. Cats in the wraparound, and I think they put that one out. Erickson had it, but the net came off anyway.
Yep. But he right at him. Right at him. The whole net was open, but it was a good play. Came around. We had a guy out front. Good little one-timer. Which is good to see. Our boys, I think, have on those passes they've tended to try to get the perfect shot, and I think it's been spoken to them this week. You got to shoot the puck right away. It's a one-timer. It's you're not going to tee it up, so it's a one-timer, and we go from there.
Get that puck on net, and let your teammate knock it in. Good things happen. We've been doing a pretty good job getting guys to the net. You just got to get guys to the net, get that puck down, and get it past them.
Like we've said for years, a point is a point. It doesn't matter if you score it, you assist it, whatever. So
yeah. Skirmish going on down there. Chippewa Falls comes out of there with it.
Got about 30 seconds left of the second period here, Chris.
Rudolph takes it away. Now he gets tied up. Cards a little pushback here. They work this one out in the neutral zone. Will Loy is back. Shot.
Oh.
That's still loose. Simon able to at least get it out in the neutral zone, so the Cardinals have to reset here.
I think that might have hit the post, Chris.
It did. I think Rudolph got just enough of a stick on it to steer it the other way. But, yeah, that was a scary loose puck coming down.
Again, that's why you shoot the puck on the net. You don't know what's going to happen, and it almost went for their benefit there to just get off somebody's body and drop in the net against us. So it was a good back check, though, on our D there. Actually, it was Rudy, like you said, so he came back pretty strong to tie his guy up. So
Cats do a nice job there escaping there without giving up another goal. We'll go to the break here, tied up 1-1. I'll send a message over to Mr. Serene and see if we can get some shots for you, but let's pay a few bills here while we can. Wildcat Hockey brought to you by Property Executives Realty, Sarah Jenkins. You can reach Sarah at 612-703-3944 or visit online at sarahjenkins.com. Patax, family market since 1912. Patax down in Prescott, your place for fine meats, great deli, beautiful selection of cocktails down there as well, too. Picked up a nice bottle down there a few weeks ago. But on Patax, great stuff down in Prescott. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we got to plug that in, don't we? Sure, it's plugged in. Here. Okay, we're plugged in. Had a little bit of a potential hiccup there that we were able to escape. Sometimes that laptop looks like it's plugged in, but it's not. Again, got a guy back here putting out all the fires for me, Dan Jenkins. Twin Cities Orthopedics. Twin Cities Orthopedics, that orthopedic urgent care, open 8 to 8 daily. Got a problem with a leg or a wing? Run down to Twin Cities Orthopedics. They'll get you back to health. St. Croix Lanes and River Falls. Again, was down to St. Croix Lanes last night enjoying some chicken wings. Wednesday, it's wing night at St. Croix Lanes, so mark your calendars next week. Run down and get yourself 1 pound of wings and a mound of french fries for $8.99 at St. Croix Lanes. Team Cud, Dana and Jeremy Cud. Take care of all your real estate needs. They're licensed both in Wisconsin and Minnesota. They service both residential and commercial properties. And head over to their website, teamcud.com. Got some great videos of their properties. Nice looks over there. You can give them a call at 763-269-9594. Flashback film and video transfer. Hey, if you got some slides or some negatives, you want those things digitized, maybe some old films. You want them digitized, you can share them with the world on YouTube, or maybe just want to kick back and pop them up on your laptop. Maybe run the HDMI cable from the laptop over to the big screen. Enjoy those things in the comfort of your own living room. Flashback film and video transfer can help you out. Visit them online at flashbackfilm.com. G&A Painting, Grant and Angela Dockendorf. Get a hold of them, 715-760-1857. They do new homes and homes that have been already loved for years. They can help you out. They do offices, light commercial spaces as well, even exterior painting. They do staining, cabinet painting, refinishing, and enameling woodwork. You name it, they can take care of it for you. G&A Painting, Grant and Angela Dockendorf. Again, give them a call, 715-760-1857. Cerner House Chevrolet down in Prescott, Wisconsin. New, used Chevys, also great service department down there as well. It's Cerner House Chevrolet in Prescott. Jill Morrow Agency, American Family Insurance, insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And Jill's got something going on pretty cool here. They've got a partnership with Lucky Paws Midwest Rescue Agency, and this is the dog of the month. A whole lot of Rosie. Looking for a new pup? Get all the Lucky Paws Midwest. And thanks to Jill Morrow for helping support Lucky Paws Midwest. It's the January dog of the month, Rosie. River City Stitch. You can visit them online at River City Stitch or walk into the store in River Falls right there on 2nd Street by the post office, or in Prescott at 1415 North Acres Road. Get your Wildcat gear there. If you got some business stuff, maybe you want to get some shirts embroidered, some shirts made for your business, they can do that too. Promotional products. If you don't have a logo, you want something designed, maybe let's say like your team wins a tournament or something and you want to make some T-shirts, they can make you a logo. They're pretty cool. They do nice work down there. Visit them online at rivercitystitch.com. A1 Archery in Hudson, Wisconsin. A1 Archery, the boys down at the ATA show right now, checking out all the new gear. So keep an eye on their socials. You can follow them on Facebook at A1 Archery or on Instagram at A1 Archery. Posting a bunch of new videos right now with all the coolest new gear from the ATA show. Keep an eye out on that over the next 3 or 4 days. But always great stuff at A1 Archery. Looking for a new bow or crossbow, check them out. You're dealing with professionals when you go to A1 Archery. All right, we're going to take a few-minute break here. You can watch Mr. Dan Breezy do his work. I'm going to pop off the mic for a little bit here. I got the hibiscus tea I'm enjoying right now, so get a couple sips of that, and we'll see you in just a little bit. All right, third period about to get underway here at the Wildcat Center. It's Chris Larson along with Chris John and Dan Jenkins bringing you Wildcat hockey this evening. Cats JV team taking on Chippewa Falls, and around 7 o'clock we'll have varsity action for you right here at the Wildcat Center. Cardinals trying to get that puck to the middle. Scooped up at the blue line by Hopeful. Hopeful in with speed. Hopeful firing, looking for the corner. Goes just wide. Stepping up is Lucas Blair. Blair leaves it for Rudolph. Rudolph tried to chip it down to Hopeful. Taken away by the Cardinals. Simon gets a stick on it. Rudolph shoots from way downtown. Cardinals able to get a body on that one and knock it away. Hard to get it clear, but it goes up into the bench area. Puck should come back down.
That was a good 35 seconds. I think we attacked really well there.
Yeah, boys looking fresh coming out of the locker room and trying to get a quick one there. Hopeful had a nice look at it. Rudolph had a nice look at it.
D did well keeping the zone. I mean, that's the tough part when you've got guys bunching it off the boards right away.
Lloyd with it. Firing towards net. Scooped up by number 29, Xavier Warburger. Breezy still running the Baldwin Zamboni today. On loan from the folks just to the north of us.
Oh!
Cats with a bad turnover right there in front of their own net.
Good save by Danny. Good rebound control. Went over to the corner right away, so that's a positive.
Battling to get that puck out of the end, out of their own end.
No, again, another bad pass right through the center and right to the defense. So
Loy over to Helminiak. Helminiak fires just wide. And we get a whistle.
I think we got a penalty on Chippewa. Too many men on the ice.
So that'll give the Cats their third power play of the game. They're 0 for 2 so far tonight. Plus they had the penalty shot.
Served by 23.
So 23 will go into the box for the Cards. Cats will come out with Prochnow, Rudolph, Hopeful, Hayden Ekholm, and Maddox Simon. Puck out to Ekholm. Ekholm, nice shot, and gets all the way to the net. Prochnow took a little crack at it, but Erickson able to corral that in his glove.
It was a good shot by Ekholm. Good attack by Prochnow. It was just the goalie absorbed it, which that's what we want. We want shots, and hopefully he doesn't. So rebounds.
Cardinals get a clear. Lynn comes out, settles it down. Leaves it behind the net for Simon. Cardinals from the neutral zone trying to send it, going for the ice. Now Simon with it. Puck back to Hopeful. Hopeful down to Rudolph. Get into their little movement game down here. Hopeful to Rudy. Rudy will come down, leave it for Hopeful. Hopeful skates it up to the circle. Right back to Hopeful. Hopeful can't find the handleable. Prochnow on the back door, buries it.
Rudy, Hopeful, Prochnow. Prochnow with the goal.
And Prochnow is getting pretty darn good at burying those backdoor pucks. Had one the other night, and that time there.
And it actually was a little mishit there because it was, I think Hopeful wanted the shot, and it went off his stick right to Prochnow. Prochnow's in the right spot, and he buried it. So gotta take control of your opportunities there, Chris.
And that's one of those things that if you're the coaching staff, that's something that they've been working on in practice over and over and over and over again, probably until everybody's ready to stop doing it. But that's why you work on it.
Yep, exactly.
So 36 from 17 and 11. The Cats lead it 2-1. Well, Miniak loses the stick. Cardinals up the ice. Lynn able to get a pad on it and then a glove.
Again, like we've been saying all year for Danny, those rebound controls are literally right in front of him if he doesn't absorb the shots. He's not giving the offensive team another attempt at all. So it's a good thing.
Cats swapping out some personnel. Croc now out there with Serene, Ty Utes, and Logan Link. Dan Lynn sends that rebound to the corner. And he'll cover that one. Going to stop here with 11:57 to play third period. Wildcat Hockey brought to you by Map Fit. Map Fit Training up in Hudson, Wisconsin. Your place for summer hockey training.
Again, it was good shot control, rebound control by Danny there. So
Win. Able to corral that one once again. We'll reset. Chippewa Falls with some pretty good pressure here at this point in the third period. That one goes wide. Skirmish down in the corner. Cats trying to come out of there with it. Cardinals control, send that puck behind the net. Piece down by Loy. Loy up to Hopeful. Now Simon steps in. He tried to leave it for Hopeful, but it was on the other end of the blue line. They'll have to reset. Loy with it. Loy up to Simon. Simon will bring it in. Simon had Rudolph coming in, but Rudolph had to get the stick down. Hopeful with it. Hopeful looking for Simon, and we got a whistle. A couple guys tied up down here in the corner.
I think you're taking both of them there, Chris. 17 for us, Rudy, and 20 for them. So
it's like
their dance card was full.
Little discussion down there, but
Yep. Should keep us at a 5-on-5 there.
Yep, both guys that go in the box here, they're eligible to come out the first whistle after there's 9:03 left in the third period. So those penalties won't go up on the board. We'll continue to skate 5-on-5, and they'll have to stay in there until they get a whistle after 9:03. Back home, the shot from the point comes right back to them. Cats will have to get back on sides. They do. Chippewa Falls able to come out of there with the puck. Hard send it down in the corner. Big hit there.
Cats bench like that one, so we heard it.
Lots of raspy voices going, ah!
Exactly.
Those voice boxes not quite matured yet, so they all sound exactly alike.
They do. They do.
Hard to make it out sometimes who's talking down there.
He might have. I don't know. That might have been a penalty.
Uh-oh.
What's the fuck? Like it's my fault.
So he's going to get Owen Hare for an unsportsmanlike there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think these officials have had about enough. They had the discussion with Rudolph down here in the corner, and now that. And I think everybody at home heard what he said.
Yep. That's why I left it at that as an unsportsmanlike.
So.
Right. The tough part, or the unfortunate part, is I'm guessing, because I've known Owen for years, he was frustrated at himself.
Yeah.
But it just happens. The ref thought it was directed towards him, so that's what happens. So like you said, the Wildcats are on a PK here. So
they are, so far, Chippewa 0 for 1 on the power play. Cats able to get it clear. Alex Simon trying to chase this one down. He wins the race. Cardinals able to get the puck.
It's all right. We'll take that as a good penalty kill there.
Yep.
That was a 1-on-3, and it took more time off, and that's going to be an ice. Oh, he's going to wave it.
Run course from behind the net. Get it up to Hopeful. Chippewa Falls able to keep it in. Will Lloyd comes over and takes it away. Let's swing it around.
There we
able
go.
to get it clear.
Good clear.
We got a whistle, and I think we got a penalty coming up on Chippewa Falls.
It must be.
So we skated pretty clean here early on, but some penalties piling up here.
It was a bad call on the ref. He made a mistake. I don't know what the whistle was for, but that was a mistake on their part.
Is it a hand pass?
Could have been.
Yeah, maybe a hand pass.
Been, yep.
Brought it down here for a hand pass. I think that's what it was.
Gotcha.
He kind of, the signal was a hand. I think that's what we had, though.
I'll go with it, Chris.
We'll take it anyway.
We'll go with it,
yeah,
yes.
Bring the puck all the way down here. Run course. Sends it. 49 seconds left in the penalty. Rudolph eligible to come out now as soon as we get the next whistle. That's another nice clear there.
Clear. We got 30 seconds on the PK here, Chris.
Backholm sent that one down. Art's trying to get something set up. This time Prochnow takes it away. He uses it at the blue line. Cats gather it up and send it. This has been a great PK.
That'll kill it right there, Chris. We're going to be full strength right now.
So here it comes out. Rudolph needs to stay in there until
the next whistle. Yep.
Puck back to Lucas Blair. Blair over to Pollard. Oh, sorry, that's Ekholm. Ekholm dumps it down. He'll chase it down. Now he'll circle back. Serene with it. Serene out to Link. Link working through traffic. Link trying to get to the net. Drops it off for Prochnow. Prochnow scoops it up at the Zamdor. Working down in the corner. Cardinals pinch him off, and they'll send it all the way around. Cats unable to keep it in. Ekholm's going to chase this one down. Now Ty Utes with it. Utes up the boards for Serene. Serene to Link. Link drops it off for Prochnow. Prochnow scoops it up at the center line. He'll bring it in. He'll dump and head for the bench. Link comes down to the corner. Nice centering pass to Simon. Simon tried to go to the backhand just wide. Goring steps off the bench. Over to Pollard. Pollard sends it down. And now Hopeful with it. Hopeful looking to pass. Just lost the handle momentarily. Now Hopeful scoops it up again. Fires a tough angle shot. And Cats have another penalty coming up on them.
Yep.
Looks like we got an elbow, high stick.
High stick. Goring there. Or wait, nope.
Hopeful,
yep.
So Rudolph will come out of the box. Hopeful will go in, and the Cats will be short once again. So far, 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Cats leading by the slimmest of margins, 2-1 right now. Chippewa Falls looking to cash in on a power play here and trying to get this one back to a tie game.
Wildcats just have to remember, once they get the puck on their stick, they need to clear the zone. Just dump the puck, get it out of the zone.
That one goes wide.
It's the right idea, just not far enough over, but it was a good idea. Defenseman got in the way on that one, so.
Cardinals circle. Lynn closes the door. Cardinals will skate it in. Shoot, that one goes off the side of the net. Send it. There you go. 1:10 left in the penalty. Kind of lucky the Cardinals grabbed that puck, or the Cats might have had too many there.
Yep, I agree with you.
I don't know who was skating in there, but the guys coming off the ice had not left the ice yet, and had he scooped that puck up, probably would have been too many.
A little slow on the exchange there. I agree with you, Chris, so it worked out for us there. We got just under a minute, looks like, on this PK here.
Cats will bring Helminiak and Blake Goring in here. Helminiak to take the draw. Puck back to Lucas Blair. Cardinals trying to make something happen here. Cats able to clear it out into the neutral zone. Cardinals reset. They'll bring it back in. Fire that one from downtown. Lucas Blair able to scoop it up. Now he'll swing. Try to swing. Now he'll swing it back over. Backholm's over there. Goring ties up his man.
About 30 seconds left on the PK here, Chris.
Chippewa sends it out to the point. Shot is low, and Dan Lynn sends it over into the corner. Try to just bang that one home, and Helminiak able to get it clear.
That should kill the penalty there.
1 second left. Cats bring it in. Hopeful with it. Hopeful fresh out of the penalty box. And that is a perfect case of what happens when you try to retaliate. Hopeful come down. There was some pushing and shoving. The official says, "Take it easy, boys." The Chippewa guy just slashes the stick right out of Hopeful's hands.
Stick goes flying about 12 feet, and that's a gimme because that was right in front of the official, like you said, Chris. And it was perfect that Hopeful didn't try to hold on to it. It's a lot easier to call that penalty when you do see that stick fly.
Yeah, that was the official just literally said, "Take it easy, boys," and he just bangs the stick right out of his hand. That was the easiest call of the day right there.
Yep.
Back home with it. Loses the handle, loses it in his skates. Comes back and gets a stick on it to prevent a disastrous play. And Hopeful steps in again. Take away would have been a golden chance for the Cards. Hopeful diving for that one, and now Rudolph scoops it up, leaves it for Nolan. Nolan, backdoor head, Ekholm flying in. Guys get tied up. Oh, great pass by Kobe Prochnow. Looking for Hopeful there. Rudy dumps it down to Nolan Hopeful. Back out to Rudy. Rudy to Simon. Rudy loses the handle. Cardinals trying to clear. Prochnow gets a stick on it. Hopeful's going to catch up to it and send it out to Simon. Simon looking backdoor for Prochnow. Prochnow fires the one-timer just wide. 50 seconds left in the penalty. They go back the other way. One-timer over to Hopeful, and Hopeful goes behind the net. Rudolph dumps it off, leaving it for Nolan. Nolan with the stick lift. But the Cards able to get a stick on it, tried to clear it out, played with the high stick, and high stick is cleared.
About 30 seconds left of this power play here, Chris. So.
Simon will bring it in. Shot from Prochnow. Now Rudolph with it. Rudolph over to Ekholm. Ekholm fires. Glove save by Erickson. Cats have kept this puck down here pretty much the entire power play. Had a couple of good looks at it. Now here come the Cardinals back the other way. This is Fournette. Fournette into with some space. Tried to work Lynn over and went right through the 5-hole for the goal.
That is that is not a shorthanded goal. They just came out full strength. So
that'll get scored as a full strength goal by about a second or two. Austin Fournette with the goal for Chippewa Falls. And Fournette double rostered on both the varsity and JV roster. He is a freshman And that's going to be a kid they're going to have to look out for over the next 3 years. He's a dandy hockey player.
That Fournette family is pretty talented in hockey. You hear those names. We've heard Fournette's at Chippewa Falls the last couple of years. So got an older brother, a cousin who can skate too. So
Cats dump it down.
again, we're involved in another nail biter. 2 minutes left here.
2 apiece. Cardinals will send that. Charlie John tries to chip it out, sends it over the benches and out into the hallway. Matt Link, I saw him up in the box. He even went like this. I think he thought it was coming towards him.
I think he did. He forgets he's in that glass case up there, but, it's just that,
That's where we should keep Matt Link. He belongs in a glass case. Carter Serene with it. Tried to send up to Logan Link. Cardinals send it back down. Cats able to clear. Rocknow pressure. Rocknow with it. Link working. Cardinals will be cleared out of the neutral zone.
Got about a minute left here, Chris. So
Cardinals fire, and Dan Lynn able to get in front of that one. We'll shut it down here with 57 seconds remaining in the game. Two goals apiece. Chippewa Falls scoring right at the tail end of the Wildcat power play. Cats trying to work it around here. Hopeful up to Simon. Both teams. That's the thing. At the varsity game, they go to overtime, they get a decision. This JV game, there's no overtime, so these kids know this is it, and they're
yep, you're right.
Turning it up right now, trying to make something happen here before the clock expires. Yeah, none of them want to tie.
No, we're down to 10 seconds here, Chris. So it's
That's 7 seconds left.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless this last little rush here by Hopeful.
2 seconds. Hopeful fires.
Off the dome, too.
He timed the shot right. But just a little bit too far back, not enough space, and Erickson makes the save. And
I think Chippewa's JV is going to be happy with this outcome because, we went up there and beat them up there, and it was, 3-1, 4-1, something like that.
It was we handled them pretty well up there.
Right. So they're probably pretty happy with this 2-2 tie. I don't know. I would say if I was the River Falls coach, I'd probably be happy with the tie right now, just compared to the way we played on Tuesday. Yeah. This game we played a lot better. We played the way River Falls hockey is supposed to be, or the way that I shouldn't say supposed to be, the way we want them to play.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a positive going into next week, which is going to be a tough week next week because we've got 2 very good teams next week. So.
And the other thing, again, it's my son. I don't want to push this too much, but he's one of the top point getters on this team, and being missing one of your top players,
it's huge.
That makes a big difference. Made a big difference in what we could do with the power play tonight.
Yep.
Made a big difference. He usually plays a penalty kill, and it was a big chunk and something that really I think limited the coaches on what they could do tonight with their personnel.
Different guys had to step up
yeah.
to just maintain, not
yep.
do what Jack is out there that Jack does. They just need to maintain so that we're not in a deficit of giving up something. So
yeah, tough spot for the coaches, but I'd say, like you said, the kids skated hard tonight. A lot of good effort, a lot of good opportunities there, and cashed in on a couple and didn't cash in on a couple others that could have swung the game the other way. So
again, I think this game for our boys, they skated better and played the game better than they did on Tuesday. So that's a positive, and that's what I would take as a coach going into the locker room right now, saying, there's some stuff we still have to work on. I mean, it's always a work in progress, but we did look better tonight than we did on Tuesday.
Yep. So we're right back here on Saturday. JV game. It's hockey day in River Falls on Saturday. JV game at noon, varsity game at 2. It's St. Paul Academy making the trip over here to visit us this weekend, so that should be a lot of fun. So for Chris John and Dan Jenkins, I'm Chris Larson. Thanks for watching and listening. We will catch you next time. Hey, varsity hockey coming up in just a little bit. This Chippewa Falls team that's in here tonight has some of the top players in Wisconsin. This is the best team in the Big Rivers tonight. If you want to see some incredible hockey, you're going to see it on display tonight here in just a little bit. We'll see you then.